Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to Real Long Walk. Looks like the sun's about to go down. Let's build a boat before it gets dangerous. Oh, still can't drag. I don't know why I was trying to drag. Such a drag not being. Oh crap! I didn't mean to. Get out! Get out! I mean to hop in the boat. I prematurely hopped in the boat. You know, you would think there'd be some sort of a medicinal cure for that sort of thing, but apparently not. Sometimes you just hop in the boat prematurely. See, what was really bad about that was I was almost forgetting what I was joking about in the middle of that, and that could have gotten really awkward. You know, just like I do. It's what I do. But yeah, hopefully everybody's having a good week so far. A good old Tuesday today. Early Tuesday. Feeling a little sleepy, but oh well. It's what I do. I actually got a lot of sleep Sunday night, but it didn't help me. I still felt really groggy all day yesterday. Though a nap in the afternoon kind of parted the clouds some. Oh, a little bit anyway. It got me to about normal crazy, normal grogginess. So I'm about 100% shook right now. Maybe 95% shook. You know, maybe I'm off the scales. I don't even know. Do I have a scales? Actually, we do have some scales. I'm too big for them. That's information there that a lot of people wouldn't share. For good reason, too. They share that. They don't share that for a good reason. See, this is what happens, guys. You need to give me stuff to talk about. Otherwise, I'm just going to start. Oh, crap. Yeah, my boat, my mouse is a little crazy. Still a little wacky. Yeah, that's what you get when you don't give me things to talk about. Items and situations to talk about. The comments are down there. Feel free to make use of them. Otherwise, I will talk about other things that neither of us want to be in a YouTube video. Like this one time in high school. Well, I'm just going to cut it off there. Crap, I hope nobody asks about that. Then I'm going to have to come up with something. I had a really boring high school, well, / school thing, period, you know. I was very boring. I was actually... I don't know if I'm actually more boring now than I was then. Possibly still equal. Possibly still equal. But anyway, that's not what you're here for today. Right? Right. I'm going to assume that you guys said no. To be honest, I really don't have a lot to talk about right now. Which I guess is one of the dangers of the series, where I want to continue walking, / boating, I guess, and talking. But don't have just a lot to talk about. Now, you know, I guess I could mention this. On the subject of being boring, I the other day while I was at work, you know, working retail, it's always or sometimes it's an interesting experience, I guess I should say. Not always. Sometimes it's just like, But sometimes you get some interesting, colorful characters. The other day, I was trying to help a gentleman with a rebate thing. He had bought something during Christmas that had a rebate, and hadn't got it back yet. He said he had it for 8 months, or had sent it off about 8 months ago. By the way, guys, if you ever send off rebate stuff, they take their sweet time with it. So don't expect it back very quickly, is what the consensus oh my gosh, consensus us is. That's what the consensus is. Wow, Shook, what are you doing right now? Yeah, that's what everybody says. That's what I should have said. That's what people say. Why throw in consensus? Just say it's what everybody say. You know, that makes sense. I'm so glad I don't have a lisp, because this would be the worst 1 minute of anything ever of all time. But back to topic. He was wanting the the rebate back. He was all right. He was a nice gentleman. He was 70 years old. I know this because later he told me his age. But yeah, so I was on the computer I was actually waiting for my boss, stalling for time because I didn't know how to find this information out. Luckily, my boss he later told me he used Google to find out how to find out this information. So if you want to know your status of your rebate, that might have been out for like 8 to 10 months. Oh, months, not months, weeks. You can Google it. You got a Kobe television. Just look up Kobe rebate status or something. That's what you do. That's Shook's survival tip of the day. Nobody wanted that tip, I bet. Maybe one guy will make use of that. And you guy, that's good for you. I'm glad I was able to help you. Everybody else was just like, I can't believe he can't pronounce consensus. Still can't do it. But anyway, I'm really not stalling. I'm just failing to get to the point right now. While I was sitting there and talking to him while I was waiting for my boss, he asked if I hunted, which makes sense because I do work in the hunting department. And I was like, I don't. And he asked, do you fish? And I said, I don't. That question made sense because fishing is part of the hunting department. And he was like, well, do you chase girls? And I was like, no, I'm a bit too broke for that sort of thing right now. He was like, wow. And then he he was looking at TV because I guess the awkwardness, my awkwardness was kind of getting there. Ooh, Mushroom Island. And then he was like, so who do you think's gonna win the game? Speaking of the Super Bowl, if you guys didn't know, in the Super Bowl next week it's gonna be the Panthers and the Buccaneers. No, Broncos. Buccaneers. Is that even the same sport? Yeah, I think it is the same sport actually. I used to kind of know. I used to kind of know my sports. Some. Yeah, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think that's football. I'm almost certain that's football. Could be baseball. There's a team called the Pirates in baseball, I think. But I think Buccaneers is a football team. But anyway, I didn't know that at that moment. I asked after the fact. So I was like, I don't watch football. And he was like, do you have a life? So, I found it very interesting that a 70-year-old man asked me, a vibrant 30, how old am I? 31-year-old guy. Apparently, he probably has a better memory than me because I had to do math in my head. Like, what year was I born in? Do math. Okay, I know, 31. um, it's within like 6 months since my birthday, so it's gonna I'm gonna finally get to the point where I can remember it properly. Coming up about June or July. Um, so yeah, that was amusing. Of course, I felt a very very strong temptation to be like, I do have a life. Do you know how far I've walked in Minecraft? I've walked almost 1 million blocks. And that would have been probably one of the most amusing faces I could have seen on a human being. But I didn't say it, so I don't know what that face would have looked like. But it probably would have been highly amusing, as he wouldn't know what the crap I was talking about, and probably thought I was wasting my time, which is debatable, I suppose. Hopefully, you guys enjoy hearing me say strange and embarrassing things about myself. So hopefully it's not completely pointless. So yeah, that happened the other day. he was a nice guy. I don't think he meant it very mean. I don't think he meant it meanly. I think he was just kind of a jokingly blunt guy. So I don't think he meant any harm in it. I am one of the people. I am perfectly. Oh, I actually have more wool than I thought I did. I thought I was almost exactly out, huh? Oh well, I guess I was wrong. Yeah, I'm one of the first people to admit that my life is not the most exciting life in the cosmos. So I'm perfectly fine with any humor pointed my way about such a fact. Yeah, I'm actually gonna pass this island up. Help conserve beds, wool, that sort of thing. So yeah, that happened. Anything else exciting happened? See, if I had a super exciting life, I would have things to talk about very, very easily. Hey, hopefully I'm gonna get to see Star Wars in the next week or so. A buddy of mine who had said that he was going to go see it. He had said that back what, 3 weeks ago. I had assumed that he had went and watched it again without me, but apparently he never got to go. So he told me to text him sometime through the next week and probably go watch it. I definitely want to see it in theaters though. Definitely want to see it in theaters. Everybody's seeming like they loved it, so I hate to be that one guy who missed it. I'm sure I wouldn't be the only guy to miss it, but I would imagine myself as being that one guy who missed it. Also, the longer I don't see it is, the more likely spoilers will be spoiled for me. So I don't want that. What else to talk about? Oh, I know one thing to talk about. Yeah, there's been quite a thing on the YouTubes. This is on YouTube, so it's kind of relevant. Yeah, pretty crazy thing on the YouTubes here lately. Uh, if you've never heard of the Fine Brothers, that's cool. I really hadn't until recently either. I'd watched a few of their, maybe two or three of their videos before. Didn't connect them with the name. They do the people react to things. like kids react to, teens react to, elders react to, that sort of thing. So yeah, I'd watched one of them or two of them. Can't remember when. It was maybe the retro video games, like the Game Boy and the Punch Out, Mike Tyson's Punch Out episode. I can't remember when this was that I watched them, but I guess I could look on the video and see when it came out, because I'm assuming that I watched it when it was current or whatever. I'm assuming anyway. I think I watched it because some of the people, some of the retro video game folks that I follow on Twitter was talking about it. But anyway, yeah, they do react videos. And they recently announced, as in like 3-4 days ago, that they were doing kind of their own. Oh crap! Whoa, that scared the crap out of me. Where's that zombie at? Yeah, they're doing their own kind of network thing. Called React World or something, and people can. Oh dear, that's frightening. Let's not go down there. Yeah, people can do their. Why am I carrying this gunpowder around? There's the torches. Not that they're irreplaceable, so no need to freak out, Shook. They're just torches. No need to have a cardiac arrest or anything. Let's go make 2 more beds. Wow. Well, that was not perfect, was it? All right. But yeah, they decided to do a kind of, I guess, kind of their. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't watch the reaction video. I watched reaction to the reaction video that a guy did, and basically they're kind of licensing out their format, the reaction video format, so that people can do, and they will get a cut of the revenue. I'm guessing maybe like a YouTube network. So yeah, and they really didn't explain it out very well, because they were really making it sound like they were going to be they made it sound like the Nintendo situation. You know, Nintendo opened up their own YouTube network. But the crazy thing is, when a YouTube network is, you have a choice. But Nintendo, for the Nintendo games, if you put up a Nintendo game video and you didn't go through Nintendo, then they would claim that video. It wasn't a choice. It was you have to do it. And the Fine Brothers made it sound like that was kind of what they were doing. Like they were claiming reaction videos, copywriting it. Kind of like that silly thing with PlayStation recently, where they wanted to trademark the word or the phrase "Let's Play." Yeah, that didn't go very well for Sony. So yeah, it's yeah, I don't think they worded it very well. Is what I'm going to say. I don't think they wanted to go that far, but they should have thought things out better. Is what I'm going to say. I did I did see like a little rebuttal video or whatever, and that's basically what they said. So yeah, I don't see the point. Regardless, I don't see the point. I would figure that if you're doing videos, you want to kind of put your own twist on it and not use the exact thing that that they're doing. So it doesn't seem like, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it would be a smart thing for anybody. I would think just come up with something a little bit different and just, don't bother. You know what I mean? A YouTube network, I haven't talked about it, but I am actually in a YouTube network right now. I'm partnered with the Mindcrack network through broadband, and that I did that. I did that because I actually wanted some sort of a bit of protection for the channel. I'm not sure. I don't know if there was any sort of protection offered through that deal with them, but maybe, I don't know. But YouTube networks are good ones are supposed to actually help you out. And the big thing that I wanted for this channel, I put in a lot of hours into it, and I would hate something to go wrong with it. So I wanted an extra safety net if something were to go bad with it, because YouTube channels can, that YouTube's not perfect. They're not perfect. Let's just say that. Yeah, I know MC Gamer one time just completely lost his channel. Nothing wrong happened, well, except he lost his channel. No strikes or anything though, and luckily it was restored, within I think 2 or 3 days, and there was Milby, he's another YouTuber. He was doing this Kano Shoujo Let's Play. It was a dating sim. It did have nudity in it, but he was censoring it. He was, he would go frame by frame and take out, well, not take out, but cover up, all nudity in it. Well, apparently he missed, I think maybe a frame or two in one episode, and boom, lost his entire YouTube channel. And I don't know if that was ever explained to him why, because something like that, it's supposed to be a 3-strike system. It's supposed to be like 1 strike, okay. You have to go through like a probation, not a probation period, but you have to go through a period where I think you have to take a course every time you log into YouTube, or every so often, and it's an inconvenience. But that's the only thing you get for 1 strike. But for whatever reason, it took his whole channel down, and thankfully he was able to get it back within 2 or 3 days. So, but both of them guys were in a network, and YouTube isn't, from what I've heard, I've never had to go through any special forms on here, thankfully. But they're not the most direct, especially when there's issues. Even stuff like that. Unfortunately for them guys, they got the channels back. A couple years ago, Biz Rebellion, one of my fellow gatekeepers, he lost his channel, and I don't think he ever heard back from him. Luckily, he is a person who's proven that you can bounce back, because he's hitting close to 10,000 right now. If you haven't subbed to him, go check him out. Biz Rebellion 82. But yeah, and that's definitely one reason why I decided to partner. I didn't, I trusted I do trust the Minecraft guys. I don't really watch them anymore right now. I've been watching much YouTube at all, but they are big influencers on the channel, especially starting out. They seem like good guys. I'm sure that it's of course possible that they could be jerks, but I highly, highly doubt it. I'm very doubtful of that. I'm sure they're good guys, but yeah, decided to go for that. They put their the thing is through broadband, and that's how they they feel comfortable with broadband as their partner. So I decided to yeah, that seems like a sound decision. It does suck that you lose part of your revenue. That does stink, but I'm it's not too bad, I don't think. Uh, One thing with a network is you actually get it at more regular intervals than if you do it on YouTube. YouTube, you have to make a certain amount before you even get anything. So the network, that's not something you have to worry about, and that's actually helped me out some already. So yeah, it's I don't know if that situation would have applied with them. Whether or not they were all, if it was because if you still had the same system on YouTube, like I said, I didn't go through the particulars. But if you still went through the same system with YouTube, and then that you still they didn't offer anything but just like simple licenses or whatever, just wouldn't seem like it would be worth it. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. Hopefully that was clear and concise enough for you. A little bit of personal information. I always get a little bit nervous whenever I talk personally about stuff. I don't know why. I just do. Okay, you know what? We're hopping out of this boat and sleeping right now. Is there a spider? Not a spider. Dang it. Anyway, let's sleep. And I guess I will call the episode here. And yeah, give me stuff to talk about, guys. Guess we can say that looked like that was oh, well, that's a scary place. Oh man, that's a scary. Oh crap! Get me out of here. That's scary. You can have the sand back. I don't want it. Oh, he sees me. But anyway, guys, don't forget you can give me stuff to talk about in the comments below. Oh, sweet 952,000. Sweet. Listen, 50,000 away from 1 million. But yeah, give me stuff to talk about in the comments. Any questions you want asked or want answered, I guess. Do you want me to ask a question that you asked? Well, put them down below. And I will ask them right back. No, give me questions you want answered. And, or just topics you want me to speak about. Despite me not being super knowledgeable on possible topics. So, yeah. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Farewell. Noise at the end.